Hey, this is Eddie Ift from Talkin' Shit with Jim and Eddie, and I just wanted to tell you about our sponsors, adamandeve.com. Before we start the show, we always like to rev it up with a little bit of porn. And if you need some porn, you want the best porn there is, you want the best sex toys, anything like that, go to adamandeve.com. For a limited time only, you'll get 50% off just about any item. So when you select your one item at 50% off, you also get to receive 3 free DVDs plus a free extra gift. So check out adamandeve.com today for the special offer. Get 50% off one item when you type Jason for the offer code upon checkout. Jason, what's that they type in?
Jason.
And what is that?
Jason.
But what is it?
It's 50% off.
No, it's your name, Jason.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so you type in Jason's name, you get 50% off. Make sure you do this, support the show, and support Adam and Eve. So go to adamandeve.com or go to our website, Jim and Eddie Talk Shit. And now, stay tuned for our newest episode of Talking Shit with our guest, Jimmy Shubert.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Welcome to Talking Shit. Shut up, Jason, you fuckface. Welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. I'm Eddie Ift, and I'm sitting here with my co-host, Jim Jeffries, and also fuckface Jason for interrupting me during that introduction.
Do you ever wonder why some of the fans find you to be aggressive?
I am aggressive. I wanted to punch everyone today. I wanted to fight everyone I could fucking find. I was looking for reasons to get in a fight.
You've been in traffic.
And then I came home and I asked Jason to do one thing for the show today. One thing. What did I ask you to do?
I don't remember.
No, I asked you to... Obviously you didn't remember because you didn't fucking do it.
What was I supposed to do?
What did I ask you to take before the show?
Mushrooms.
I couldn't get them. I didn't have any connection. Like the guy just rolled into town. He's not back on
You don't
track.
have to get on mushrooms. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
No, he's good on mushrooms. Have you heard of him? Okay. Well, we've got a great guest today. We've got Jimmy Shubert, amazing comedian. We've got in the house, we've got everyone today. Machete's here, Lalit's here, Jesse's here, Jacob Suroff's sticking around from the last episode. We've got PK here, and our guest is an old friend of mine, one of the funniest comedians working. He's been around forever. He's like 80. He's like...
We didn't have jokes. We had to jump in the audience and tickle people when I started. We had to set up some punchlines like you kids have today. I'll tell you. Fuck, no mushrooms. I would have fucking done some mushrooms today. If they came in a box like Wheaties, my picture would be on the cover. I fucking love mushrooms.
What drug doesn't Jimmy Schubert like?
I've done them all. I've never shot up, but I've done pretty much everything else.
You know the thing with mushrooms, they're not an everyday drug.
No.
Some drugs are an everydayer, and then there's mushrooms, there's special things.
Like I always do mushrooms like when you're at a point in your life where you're going to the next level, you need to sort some shit out. They're great for like that kind of thing. Like
I do it celebrationary when something good happens in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
When I'm happy because I don't want to be in a sad state when mushrooms come around.
Yeah, you don't want to be underneath the end table chewing on a fucking revolver, have a callus on the roof of your mouth from a loaded revolver. You got a bad trip. He's got a bad trip. Oh, fuck. I'm going to babysit a guy. You don't have to babysit somebody on mushrooms. It's going to fuck up your whole high. Shit.
I could just hang around. He and Andy Dick together would be amazing. Because Andy would be like, and he'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm telling something.
I have a thought. I've hung out with Jimmy like after shows, and you go to a diner with him, and it gets a little out of control.
Why?
Jimmy, you have one of my favorite jokes of all time, though. I've got to say, it's one of my favorite jokes. The Siamese twins.
Yeah, that's not really a joke. That's like a fucking 10-minute bit. The Conjoined twins, and
he does his bit.
Yeah, you're gonna burn his routine.
No, but you don't even do it anymore. It's so
no, actually, no, I don't. I did it. No, I just stopped doing it because I get I do a little thing called writing. I have to fucking let things go. Can't live on 45 minutes. I got 45 minutes, and I'm gonna write it for the next 20 fucking years. Awesome.
I've always been amazed by the guys who do that, though. The guys who get like 40 minutes, and then you had to write that. Yeah. Surely just, even by accident, haven't you written a joke by accident? haven't you said something funny to your wife and she's gone, that's funny, and you've thought, I should say that again? in a more open arena of people.
Yeah, try it. I know. Just try something. Just fucking a new opener, maybe. You know.
Yeah, but your egg bit. You know, how much do people request? I want to hear the egg.
No,
joke.
but there's a lot of things that I do that people request because my routines are quite long. But I drop them after they're on DVDs. Once they're on DVDs, I go on to a new thing.
Yeah, but
that story's fucking hilarious. When I saw you do it, I was crying my eyes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen the Siamese twin? The ones
I've never seen one. No, I've seen them on the news.
Well, they're called conjoinal twins, by the way. Just so we're politically correct.
I saw that on conjoinaltwin.net. By the way, they don't even have the .com site.
I got news for you. For every conjoinal twin you piss off, that's 2 fucking letters you get.
I love when they show Siamese twins, and there's the one that's sort of controlling most of the body. And then there's the one that's just the head out of the chest.
Yeah,
that's just sort of bent. And then the, like Barbara Walters or something ask them what they want to do when they grow up, and they have separate answers.
Yeah,
and you're like, really? I want to be a pop star. I think I want to be a lawyer. Well, you better choose, and I'm thinking lawyer.
Team ping pong.
Well, I like that the fucking, like you said, the one's dominant, and you're gonna drag the other one fucking in with you. I mean, could you imagine? Like, I got fucking 6 brothers. I could imagine being connected to one. You know, you fucking share. You got a kidney, a spleen, and a liver. You fucking sharing. There's 2 Irish guys, 1 liver. That's fucking not working out. Cut them off me. And leave the liver. But
if I was a Siamese twin, I had someone attach me and they said you can detach, but the other one might die. I'd be like, yeah, look, I'm all for that. Really?
No, but I read once that they can one can live and one can die and they stay together.
Yeah, one snorts blow and the other one gets paranoid. It's fucking weird, man. It's fucking weird. It's fucking awesome.
But there's you always see those old things where they go, the oldest Siamese twins ever were in Japan and the thing. And then you always hear, like, when they show the old black and white photos, and they were married to these 2 guys. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, when the relationship comes back in. Like, if there's 2 cocks and you're a girl, you wouldn't go, I'm just fucking my husband's cock. You would go from cock to cock.
No, you got it. Yeah, look, you're pretty fucked anyway. You go, all right, what hell?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, fill me up. 3 holes, no wait. Let's go. Let's get the party started.
You're pretty much technically a freak anyway.
Yeah.
So anything you do, people aren't going to be like, can you believe those Siamese twins fuck the same cock?
I would make my wife blow me, but make her sister swallow.
I'd like to.
That's it.
If there's anyone out there that knows, I know there's a couple in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or Reading, Pennsylvania, because every time I'm there, they always.
It's like a fantasy trifecta. You got the fucking sisters, you got the fucking 3-way, and you got the midget. You know, you got the fucking head.
Is that the one? The midget one lives in. Are they the one in Pennsylvania?
Yeah. The girl wants to be a fucking country western.
One's a country western singer, and the other one's.
The other one wants to be normal.
The other one's a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah, the other. She's just fucking just dragging her around. And you're right. She's a fucking midget. She's on a stick. She's just wheeling her around. I'm going, come on, you guys. And one has blonde hair. The other has black hair. It's like, come on.
It's terrible.
It's the even couple. She's a pile of genetic debris, and so is she.
If there are any Siamese twins out there listening to us, conjoined twins, please.
I look.
We will let you come to our house for free.
It's
No
politically
donation,
incorrect to say Siamese twins. So if there's any conjoined beaners, would be preferable for me. To make it.
You'd like them beaners?
Yeah. Conjoined darkies. If there's any conjoined, I won't say Siamese. I won't say Siamese.
Retard conjoined twins. If you're retards and you're conjoined, we'd like to have you here at our house to throw dodgeballs at your head.
No, you're not going to get them to come now.
Can you imagine playing dodgeball with Siamese twins?
I've never played dodgeball.
You hit one and you go, you're out.
In Australia, we
goes,
don't. I know of dodgeball through movie bullying. You know, in every movie, there's a bullying scene that involves a dodgeball, but I've never physically played it.
Which is fucking gay. They eradicate dodgeball from school itineraries because some fucking pussy. My kid gets hit with the ball all the time. Well, fuck. You know, these fucking parents are fucking nuts. I mean, that's how you develop skills you'll need later in life. You know what I mean?
Dodging skills.
Yeah, get good at it. You know?
Watch this. Jason, did you play dodgeball as a kid?
I love dodgeball.
Did you get hit a lot?
No, I was good at it.
We might play dodgeball with you.
Okay.
But is the ball very soft or is it like a volleyball?
It's like a rubber ball.
It's soft. It's
just
not
bounces
hard.
off your
Only
face.
a really good headshot.
I mean, it
like
may leave.
know?
It's the equivalent of getting like a light slap. Is what the
I think we should play the podcast dodgeball.
Yeah, well, if we need teams, but I'll play.
We got
I'll
enough.
Play dodgeball.
We got enough to play.
We can
Where?
play at the senior center right over here. They got a gym.
That's
how,
what
let us in there.
how do you know that the senior center has a gym? Why? What are you hanging out in the senior center for?
I know the building manager for all the municipal buildings.
course
and
you
events.
That's what you do. You guys should arrange a pickup game with the seniors. Dodgeball with the seniors.
I'll play them.
Come on. There's
There's
have
there's
anger
nothing
issues.
like wailing on a woman with a Zimmer frame.
Because we want to give back to the community.
She's on a walker, man.
I would love to take out a fake leg, just throw it so hard and just see some guy just fucking fall over with his fake.
So some war veteran. That's it.
That's
Way
what
to
I
go,
always
Eddie.
think. This is a bit off because we're talking about fake legs. When Paul McCartney was married to Heather Mills and he went to divorce her, she tried to act like Paul McCartney was a cunt, right? And she went to court and one of her things was that he wouldn't let her use the bedpan in the bed and he made her hop to the bathroom in the
I'd
middle
make
of the
her
night.
hop too.
Too fucking right.
I would fucking. I'd put a little
It's
fucking.
Paul McCartney. It's not like the bathroom's downstairs.
I'd put a little zip line from the bed to the bathroom.
Honey, guys. Yeah, I'll have a bedpan put in for you so you don't. Okay, listen. You can hop to the fucking bathroom.
You fucking
Hop to
pee
the-
in the bed
shit,
with
the
me.
next-
He's sitting there laying next to you, launching a sewer pickle in a tin pan, and you're trying to get some sleep.
The next year she was on Dancing with the Stars. If you can go on Dancing with the Stars, you can hop to the fucking shitter.
And by the way, you can learn how to piss. I saw a girl in Atlanta. You know the girl.
But he reckons she reckons that he used to hide the leg.
Really?
That was
She
what I call
said
it. And that makes me like Paul McCartney so much more. 'Cause not only did he write Blackbird and Yesterday and fucking Helter Skelter, the guy did rock it out, but he also good sense of humor.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I saw a girl in Atlanta that could pee standing up, and she didn't have a cock. She would lift her fucking like the hood over her clit up and like stretch it up and just stand there. She lifted her dress up, didn't have underwear on, just stood in a parking lot and pissed like a dude. You know the group you hung out with them in Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know why she wanted to show you that.
But it was fucking awesome.
They do have a device for women that actually straps on. It's like, and it's got a little funnel with a thing.
Well,
And you can get that at adamandeve.com.
Thank you.
At the
What's it called? What's that device called?
At the music venue, like the outdoor festivals in Britain, they started having it because none of the women wanted to go into Portaloos and they have these troughs everywhere. It's like a cardboard cone that you put.
It's like a funnel. It's like a beer
It's
bong.
like a funnel that you put at the end.
They
of
shove a
your,
beer bong, the funnel up to their cunt, and they just piss in it and it goes down the tube, which they should have because the fucking to sit down and
female urination is disgusting.
It is
though.
absolutely.
Have
It
you-
sprays all over the place, and we always block for you while you're doing it in the weeds.
It just looks so, and it makes a. Like it's just
Splatters all over your
like
feet.
a male piss is so dainty and effeminate.
Lily, defend your race.
Well, you know what's
Gender.
Wait, gender, whatever, race.
She-
Defend the Armenians.
She can't hear us again.
Yeah, she can't hear us. So we,
Jimmy,
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 she doesn't have headphones on, so we can talk about her right now without her hearing anything.
I think I urinate. We
Talk about how fucking sloppy
better than you guys.
All right,
I
now
don't
let us-
urinate
let
on
us-
Jason's
She's not even
leg.
coming through there at all. There we
has
go.
no idea what we're saying.
Are you working? Get the microphone over there.
Jason stuck his big fat fucking tongue down that.
Jason, is that the hottest girl you've ever kissed? Lalit? Is Lalit the hottest girl you've ever kissed?
I don't think so.
That has to be the hottest girl you've ever
Who was
kissed.
hotter? Stop racking your brain. There's been 4
No, I mean I've kissed
5.
other people. You know.
people. That
How
means
many, how
more
many
than
people you
girls.
kissed?
Hey, you needed a place to stay. Come on.
Andy Dick was here last week.
Oh, really? I did not. He wasn't into me at all, and I'm happy about that. Yeah. He was into PK. He was into you guys. He didn't even. He crossed his legs away.
Yeah, he's seen more dickens than weekends. That one. He likes to be on
Come on,
business.
so what was the hottest girl you ever kissed?
The hottest girl that kissed me was an Italian girl, and it was after a wrestling match. That I'd won, and it's kind of like one of those dynamic, cool moments.
Did you wrestle her into the bushes?
No.
Jimmy, has there been a moment yet where you're wondering who the fuck is this guy and why is he here?
No. You showed me the video at the Improv a couple weeks ago about him, and the first time he got all hopped up on the booger sugar. And then somebody just sucker punched him. And I said, and you were screaming, "Yeah, this is fucking hysterical!" Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Get a homeless guy all coked up and just start sucker punching him. That's like, that's like going down it's like going down the old age home and playing like a pickup game of like dodgeball. Just fucking. beat him up.
We're good people here.
Because we get back here at
We're going for a Pulitzer Prize with this fucking show.
Nice.
I didn't remember punching him in my defense. I woke up the next
I don't
day.
even
Oh, you know what's funny? Because you were like lining up 1, 2, and then I got crack.
That was a good punch.
I don't remember.
nice.
I don't remember agreeing to it though. I don't know
It
how we got
wasn't-
into
it
that
wasn't-
scenario.
He didn't look like he agreed to it. He was just kind of
challenging them.
I-
You're like, you can't hit me hard enough. When I was 19, I was told to wrestle a bear. He told us.
Yeah, I got a lot of shit for that night.
what for
From
telling
people like you're a
Really?
dickhead. and-
You're a dickhead.
How high are you today?
I'm a little high.
Just a little.
Yeah.
Nice.
You only had $1 on you yesterday. How are you high?
He's sucking cock for drug money, bro. He's on the business end of a glory hole. looking for a little payout.
Hopefully he's going to be on the other end of a glory hole.
They say that in Russell Brand's biography, he used to do that when he was on the heroin.
Really?
Glory holes?
No, he used to be, by day, he used to be an MTV presenter. And then at night, when the money
Suck cock for money.
He's a little hustler.
Yeah. He was a proper smack addict back in the day. And now he's Arthur.
Yeah.
That film didn't do
Cinematic
well.
crime against, lock up the director. And it just,
I haven't
Yeah,
seen the
that's-
movie.
how do you remake Arthur?
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Shouldn't be done.
Crime against cinema.
Yep.
Has anyone seen it?
No.
No.
I refuse to watch
Actually,
it.
I will not watch
nobody's
that
seen
movie.
it. Not anybody.
Wait,
Hell
wait,
no.
We're standing offer for $10,000 to anybody
Jimmy,
who actually went to that movie.
You've been in a lot of movies, right?
A couple,
Yeah. If you were asked to be an Arthur, would you have been in it?
I probably would have wrapped my lips around the cock of corporate greed. Yeah, I would have started sucking. Sure.
What movies you
in a
been
ton
in?
of films.
What's that? Go. Little thing, Coyote Ugly, Italian Job, 1 hour photo. Just a couple little.
Cool.
Just a couple.
Just a couple little.
Were you in Sopranos?
I was not in Sopranos.
Oh,
I
just
got
thought maybe the hat.
I just got the hat. It matched the outfit.
You
black
do a
and
lot
red.
of TV though, right?
So, yeah, some stuff. Yeah.
What else? What TV shows?
King of Queens, a couple episodes, but 10, 15 episodes of that. ER, once and again.
What'd you do in ER?
I played a security guard. I was supposed to guard a crack addict who escapes, and then I get yelled at by Juliet Margulies, the good wife.
You played a crack addict?
No, I played the security guard,
I
assigned to
thought-
guard the crack addict, the gangbanger. And he got away on my shoulder. I didn't know. I just did a thing on a Disney show. Apparently they didn't see my act. I played Bobby Dicey, world's greatest daredevil. It was like an Evil Knievel thing, but they dressed me up in this Elvis jumpsuit. Zeke and Luther.
Last week I went to an audition and I walk in. I don't know. On the way there, I call a friend and they go, you're going to the Born Again Christian casting agent. I go, what are you talking about? I go over to this audition. Every movie they make they cast the whatever of Christ. What's that? The
Body of
Passion
Christ.
Passion
and
of the Christ.
They
Yeah.
did all these movies, and they in the fucking waiting room. They're all talking about the message, and if the movie has the message, and I'm sitting there like reading my script, going, "Fuck, hope they don't figure out like what I do."
Well,
and-
it's so funny because the Scientology's like that too. Come on down for a casting lesson at the Scientology, and then, next thing you know, it's just. Not a lot of people know, but I'm a methadone actor. I like to go in and fucking. It's my motivation. No, but you.
you can't see that, but he just wrapped the cord around his arm.
Didn't you go mental in an audition today?
Yeah, I told the casting director to hurry the fuck up.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to be working anymore.
No, you should do shit like that. These people are so fucking full of shit. I was sitting there with these 3 people. And they were sitting there, and it was this horrible fucking script about a guy, about a bunch of actors, and they get cigars, and they smuggle them back and surfboards, and they get the budget for the movie. It's like a movie. I'm going, this could be the dumbest fucking thing I've ever fucking read in my life. And I sit down, and it's these 3 douchebags. And one guy yellow glasses on. It's this whole freaking Hollywood thing. And I'm looking at them, I'm going, how full of shit are these people? And they said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, well, you know how show business works. You read for the gay guy. If the gay guy likes you, he takes you to the lesbian, and the lesbian likes you to take you to the Jew, and if the Jew likes you, you're in. And that's the way it works. And I swear to God, they looked at me like I was fucking retarded.
That was brilliant.
And I said, can I go now? I want to fucking sit there and be like, it's fucking stupid.
That is actually like scientifically correct.
Yeah, he just nailed it on the
What you said,
unreal.
I've never had it said so succinctly.
Holy shit.
I've never got past the lesbian.
That's the problem. Jim's
And I think I give in too easy to the gay guy.
And I would have, and I wouldn't have done it except they were such fucking phony fucks.
I hate it.
I mean, it's like, you know,
If this is a commercial for 7-Eleven to be the spokesperson for 7-Eleven, and they're in there doing like 9 and 10 takes, and I'm like, read the fucking script. I'm losing my mind.
You know what I like about it? Because you look like every 7-Eleven staff member.
they were going against type.
Eddie's a
and like I go,
healthy-looking white guy.
I'm listening with my ear to the door. I'm listening, and I hear them doing another take, and try it this way. Try it this way. We're not making the next Godfather. We're making a fucking 7-Eleven film. Read the fucking line, hire a celebrity, and fucking get the fuck out of it. Like, dude. So the guy walks out and he goes, I'm gonna take a little break. No, you got to hurry the fuck up. We've been waiting here an hour. Hurry! And everybody looked at me like, did you just talk back to a casting director?
Because you're a comedian. You don't have to play the fucking game.
Well, I think I was getting cocky because I was in the lobby and I was talking about working in Australia and all this stuff, and all these actors are like, you get paid to do stuff, and I'm like, yeah. And I was we got to talk about flying in first class, and some kid goes, "You've flown first class," and I'm like, yeah, I'm not just an actor. I'm not fucking living in a shoebox trying to I do my comedy shit where we get paid. And so then I started feeling like horrible about being at this audition, so I just wanted to burn the bridge. So I went, can we get this fucking thing going? Let's get the fuck, I got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's like a waste of time. It's like you're sitting there and there's a bunch of guys that are like kind of like 5'2" and very kind of slight in nature, and they're looking for that kind of guy to play the security guard at the community center, you know? And then a guy like me comes in with my voice, and the guy goes, hey, what was this about? How the fuck did I get in here? I'm against, it's like, you know you're not getting it. They're looking for the guy.
I hate when you walk in and they've got two characters, like one's Todd and one's Barry. And Todd's good looking and Barry's ugly. And the lady looks at you and goes, you reading for Barry? And you go off and you sit at the side with all the ugly people. Why all the good-looking Toms are in the corner fucking preening themselves.
I like how they give you a description of the character before you go in. I had no lie, twice in one day. I had 2 auditions. The character description was, he's a loser but doesn't know it.
Yeah, which is most characters. It's so funny. There was a point you were going to audition. You open my trunk of my car. It looks like Beretta's trunk with all the disguises and mustaches.
You do that shit?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not one of those actors. You open a trunk. It looks like a fucking. It looks like a.
I just
wigs and hats and shit.
I just auditioned for a movie, and I haven't heard back from him. I auditioned for a movie called Jewtopia. Right? I'm not making this up. There's a movie being made called Jewtopia, and there was a lot of blonde girls who rocked in with Anne Frank wigs. Actually went for the dark wigs so that they could Jew up for the part.
Wow.
That story killed.
I met Tom
I
once.
hate when guys are too into it. They come in the whole outfit and everything.
Oh, well, dude, you gotta listen. If you want to work, you gotta go in.
I tell you what,
can't do
the
it.
guy I auditioned for Mo in the Three Stooges, and I just saw the and I just
Say that again. Say that again.
I want someone to know this is a ringtone. I, Jim Jeffries, auditioned for Mo in the Three Stooges.
That's hilarious.
And the guy before me, I was looking at him like, you fucking douchebag.
Jimmy's laughing, but he's in it.
He was dressed like Mo. He had the wig. He had the whole fucking thing. Anyway, I just see the publicity photo for the new movie. That cunt got the part.
Did he really?
Yeah, the guy before me that I was going, who's this douchebag all dressed up as Mo?
Wow, that's interesting. See what you're saying?
He also played Robin Williams in, they did an NBC sort of biopic movie about Robin Williams becoming Mork and Mindy. So this guy's obviously a good impersonator, but I haven't noticed him from any other comedy circles.
There's a comedian named Buddy Bolton. Do you know Buddy?
I know Buddy, yeah.
Buddy Bolton booked a part in an Adam Sandler film. I think it was Mr. Deeds. I'm not sure, where he played Abraham Lincoln.
Right.
And he beat out a guy for the part. It was like his first part in a movie. He beat out a guy who played Abraham Lincoln 52 times in films.
Wow.
No, it's not 52. It's 70.
No, can you imagine
let me tell you
how bad that guy wants to kill Buddy Bolton?
I got news for you, bro. The guy looks so much like Abraham Lincoln some dude walk up behind him, said "Sic Temper Triana," and shot him in the back of the head. That's how good he was.
Let me see. What was the security like there? How did he get that close to Lincoln? Like it wasn't.
No, because Lincoln changed the seats.
Did he?
Yeah, he changed the seats. And security, the security.
Really? Is that a true story?
Yeah. And he tried to give the tickets away, but no one would take them. He goes, I don't want to go see this fucking shitty fucking play. He goes, no, Mr. President.
No, did he really change his seats?
Yeah, I think he did.
Because I'm going to say that in front of someone like it's fact now.
I never heard this.
What do you tell Jason? That's how you live your life.
It's contagious.
You just gave Jason 4 hours at a party.
That's funny, but
That is true.
that's what I heard. I was watching.
This is how lies get made.
No, I was watching.
Because he was in a booth.
I was watching. He was a John Wilkes Booth. Good night. No, he. I was watching Pawn Stars last night, and they had the wanted poster for John Wilkes Booth, which is like an original piece of history. And they said, well, that's what they said. Where was security at this? They said he changed his seats. They hadn't had an actual historian.
Okay, this is the deal, right? Now, Obama has, I think he has a Bentley that has like fucking this like sapphire glass that's 2-inch thick, and his blood is in little bags refrigerated in the door. Like, this is the thing.
That's ridiculous.
Right? No, inside his car, and there's guns that pop out of the fucking thing. They did this big thing on the motor show, and they showed it how it was kitted out. But bags of his blood are in each door, like, on ice. Now, fucking fucking Kennedy, just rocking around in a convertible.
But that's when it all started.
Yeah.
No, because 50 years, 100 years before that fucking Abraham Lincoln was shot. My mother did that, but the world was such an innocent place back then. We never expected it.
JFK was a setup, though. That was like against every protocol.
Here we go.
Him sitting in that car like that was actually against the advisement of his security. They were like, "Don't do this."
That is the coolest convertible ever. That's the only convertible ever been made that has 4 doors. So there you go.
Oh, the JFK's.
Yeah, it's the same way they have an entourage where the doors open outwards.
Yeah. And when the roof comes down, it goes back and to the left. The convertible. Oh, really? Yeah, when it goes back and to the left, the convertible. Come on, shut it. All right, Jesus. Really? No, it's so funny. But if you go through Dealey Plaza, you realize how small it is. I mean, it's.
I've never been there.
They have it.
I was there once in '62.
They have a cross there in the street at the exact point where he's shot, and they reckon they lose about 2 or 3 people a year standing on there because it's a busy bit of road.
That's hilarious.
People want to get the photo quickly, and it's around a turn. It goes under a tunnel all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Jason, tell us your theory on the Kennedy assassination.
Was there someone on the grassy knoll? Were you the grassy knoll?
It was a magic bullet.
You really think it was a magic bullet?
Well, if you
what do you honestly think? What do you honestly think happened?
I really think that he stood up to the military-industrial complex and they snuffed him for it.
I got news for you. It wasn't a military-industrial complex. It was the mob. And if you read a book called Paddywhack, The Rise and Fall of the Irish-American Gangster in America, and they talk about...
Jack Ruby and all that.
Well, they talk about the Italians in all the port cities, but in New Orleans... this direct connection to Sicily. They did not need Chicago's approval. They did not need New York's approval. They operated on their own. And those were the guys who said they got the hit. They didn't need it. And that's New Orleans is right down there. And they said we should have cut off. They should have killed let Giovanni, we said John. They should let John go, and they should have killed Bobby, which they, Sirhan did. But I mean, they should have killed Bobby. There would be no need to kill. That would have sent a message to JFK, and he would have gotten in line. But
What was the name of the guy again who did it? What was his name?
Jack Ruby?
No, Jack Ruby killed him.
Lee Harvey Oswald, yeah.
So Lee Harvey Oswald, I watched a documentary on him. It's pretty damning, some of the evidence on the cunt, though.
Yeah.
He came in with a box that he reckoned had fucking curtain rods in it. And he hung out in Russia a lot as well, and he digged that place. And
there's also something to go, when you said we were talking about Abraham Lincoln and Kennedy, they have a lot. Both of their killers had 3 names, John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald. Lincoln had a secretary named Kennedy. Kennedy had a secretary named Lincoln. What was there's like about 12 of them. I mean,
But can't you find this?
John F. Kennedy got shot in a Lincoln. And,
in a Lincoln, yeah.
No. He lived in a Lincoln log house.
Yeah, but
and
Lincoln got shot in a Ford, though.
And what's that?
Lincoln got shot in a Ford.
He got shot in the fucking theater.
What's the name of the theater?
Ford Theater.
Ford Theater.
Right, and he got shot. That's right. And JFK once told.
I just did a zinger. Beer me.
And it's, yeah. Abraham Lincoln grew up in a log cabin. JFK once built log cabin syrup in his dad's Lincoln.
Jason Howard used to build log cabins.
I built one log cabin.
I just watched that America, The History of Us, because they got it on Netflix now to watch, and I watched it all the way through again, and I think it's a fucking great documentary. But they literally do this. They go, the T-model Ford, Lincoln built a log cabin, and he was in Omaha or something, and he was a pioneer, and he did the thing. And they go through all these things. They can talk forever about some fire that happened in New York, and then they'll do this, slavery. And then they just carry on. Like, they mentioned slavery for 20 minutes. In a 14-hour documentary.
It never happened.
Well, I got news for you. You know what the thing is? I mean, if you read, I was talking about the rise and fall of the Irish American. You read that book, the Irish got here, came over here on coffin ships because of the potato infestus, which was basically engineered by the English. I mean, it was the only cash crop they were allowed to grow. These people were 1.5 million Irish, died in the streets, jumped on coffin ships to come here. They had here 40 years before everybody else. Then the Germans came, and they had kind of entrenched. The Irish kind of entrenched themselves, but so many of them died. It's amazing.
I know.
The old potato holocaust.
You know, well, no, actually, the thing with the
potato famine is if you learn about it, it always sounds like they were just picky eaters, but if you actually learn about it.
But the thing also with the potato famine, yeah.
God forbid they drop a. They were surrounded by water. God forbid you drop a line in the water, catch a fish.
No, the British fleet.
Fucking
No, the British fleet were sinking fishing boats that were trying to fish.
Okay.
The British enforced that famine by not letting them fish.
You can fish just from the pier, though.
No, they curbed. They were intentionally.
Paul Provenza does a
starving.
joke. Paul Provenza does a joke. He actually asked an Irish audience that. He said, "Why don't you just go fishing?" And they go, you can't enjoy a fish without a chip."
That's hilarious. But but every ethnic group that came to this country had it fucking horrible.
Yep.
I mean, everybody had it horrible, and nobody had it worse than the fucking American Indian.
I don't want to tell you
the Swedes that are here. Meet some Swedish girls. They'll tell you about all the pasty
How hard it
American
is.
guys they've had to fuck.
the plight
is terrible.
The plight of the Australian backpacker isn't as documented. isn't documented as much as you think. Like, we don't understand some of the references. We can't get a good meat pie anywhere. It's hard.
How bad has it been for the Armenians, Lily?
Oh, here we go.
Have you had you've had some genocides?
Yeah,
Armenia?
we did.
Evidently not that successful, but
Yeah.
carry on.
And they obviously they obviously killed all your.
Outlaw land. You guys have all the jailers and shit.
But-
Fucking, you're the rejects of Britain.
Oh, yes. America's also the rejects of Britain. Everyone's
Yeah,
the
that's right.
rejects
We're the
of Britain.
criminals too.
Whatever.
They didn't have the space.
but the
the
Armenian-
British are so smart, they sent these criminals off to lovely beaches with the opera house and the bridge.
I don't think they were there yet.
Here's the joke. That was
Okay. Lilith, though, but when they had the genocides against you, they must have killed all your famous people.
Yeah, except for the Kardashians, because
actually did it, yeah.
they thought this woman's not smart enough to get famous.
They beheaded a lot of the intellectuals and the scientists, and they raped the women and killed them. And
They raped the
kids.
women and killed them.
Yeah.
Wasn't just enough to just
And
rape her.
they deported them into the desert. Yeah, we went
Was it
through a
ju- was-
lot
I
for
have
hundreds
to-
of years.
I have
It
to
wasn't
give it-
just like
I showed
the
this-
early
I
1900s.
So
showed
it's kind
this-
of what Jason's done to you.
It wasn't just enough to gut her ass like a housing and nerve development
No, he
project.
still
They
hasn't
just
gotten
had to
laid.
kill her.
I have to give a shout out to a movie that my parents used to make me watch as a child over and over again because I enjoyed it. They used to sit me in front of the thing. And I showed this movie to Delete the other day. Has anyone else seen Yellowbeard?
Oh my god,
No.
that's hilarious.
You have to see Yellowbeard.
Oh, yeah.
It's about $2 at the moment on iTunes to fucking download. It's a movie made by Mark Chapman from Monty Python, Graham Chapman from Monty Python fame. It's got Cheech and Chong in it, and it's rated PG. I don't know how it's rated PG, but it has more rape jokes in it than any film I have ever seen. And I Yellowbeard, and it like nobody said. So like his wife comes and visits him in prison after 20 years. He goes, "Oh, not you again. He's a pirate." And she goes, "I just want to." And she goes, "I haven't been here for 20 years." He goes, "What do you fucking want?" And then she goes, "Do you remember when we had sex 20 years ago? What? When I was raping you, right?" And then she goes, "We had a bit of a kiss and cuddle." And he goes, "I'm sure I killed the last person I raped." And And she goes, the after cuddling was a bit violent, right? Now, I used to watch this film all the time as a kid, and I would like everyone to see it. And I only remember that just now because the lead said that her people were raped, which I don't understand because for Armenians, let's be fair, your face does work as contraception.
You're never gonna get laid with that.
You know, I went to Afghanistan to entertain the troops, and I almost caused an international incident. I suggested that they move the eye slot in the burqa down over the mouth for an opening, because you don't just come here. You know, just who gives a shit with your eyebrow? Look, get over here. Just I need an opening where your lips are.
Did you do that joke over there?
No, I didn't do it over there because you know, they were working with people.
Yeah,
They were in the.
they-
But I don't
Oh,
like
you-
that because I like it when they look up at you when they do that. Otherwise, it might as well be Jason's mouth.
I like the old joke that everyone's done now, where they go, go over there and yell, "Show us your face," like in New Orleans, "Show us your tits." Because we were over there way early into like 9/11 shit. We did Dubai, and I just did the comedy club over there. You've done it.
Yeah,
I'm
this
not-
is the
I'm
club
not-
with the 2 hostage minimum. Is that
I'm not allowed back. I'm not allowed back at that
I'm not
club.
allowed either.
Yeah,
Remember,
they hate me.
The guy hates 3 comedians in this world. Jim and I are 2 of them. He put me in a headlock and like punched me in the head and threw me on the ground.
He's a fucking cocksucker,
He
that
is,
bloke.
he's an
Oh,
asshole.
he runs.
There's a
is he an Arab guy?
No. He's a scouse from Liverpool.
Yeah.
and he's
a fat fucking cunt. He's a fucking cunt.
He's a cunt, and apparently he was brought over because he was like the drug dealer in Liverpool. So they brought him over to Dubai.
He didn't pay me. He didn't
to
pay me.
fucking run the drugs to
didn't
Dubai.
pay you.
When I got back, he wouldn't pay me. And all because I upset one of the fucking sponsors were Heineken, right? And the fucking head of Heineken's wife was a drunk fucking slag who was yelling out shit through the whole fucking gig. And I used a put down that I've used occasionally. I said, you seem like a very nice woman. I would, but I could never fuck you. I could only ever make love to you, then come on your face, which unfortunately would take most of the fake tan off, right? So it was an aggressive comment, right? I'm not going to...
Well, what do you expect to happen? I mean, that's the thing.
But she, that was my final after, shut up. You did put down. And then she said, you'll have to apologize to me or you're never working in Dubai again. And she was fucking right. She called it. You got to give credit where credit's due.
So when I got there, the guy could not stop talking about how much he hated Jim Jeffries.
Until you went on.
Yeah, and then he put me in a headlock, punched me in the head, threw me on the ground, and then wanted
Why?
me to...
What did you say?
I called him fat or something, but he wanted me to go on stage, and he goes, go on. I'm like, I'm not fucking performing after you just punched me in the fucking head. And he's like, you have to go on. I go, fuck off. I'm not going... And so I wouldn't do the show. And everybody's like, come on, man, we want to see a show. And this just shows you how pathetic a comedian is. I was like, or me. I'm like, well, the crowd wants to see me.
That's hilarious.
So I did the show and ended up bombing.
Well, because
But I'll say it here that expats, and if you're listening to it right now, expats who live in Dubai, you're a bunch of cunts as well. I've been there 4 times. Anyone who lives, any white guy who lives in fucking there and goes, I don't pay many taxes, I'll never go back to Britain or whatever, you're a fucking...
Enjoy your desert, and when the oil runs out, have fun and get a sprinkler
You're
system.
a cocksucker.
Yeah,
You're working out there as a fucking tennis pro or something. You're running away from your problems, you cocksucker.
I think I have news for you. I could never fucking go to Dubai. It's fucking a milky white, bro. The only way I stand to get a tan is if I get a melanoma and it all grows
It's
together.
so fucking hot out there.
I mean, it's 110 degrees at 11:30 at fucking night. People go,
And the air conditioning's outrageously cold as well. They have no middle ground.
No, it sucks, and the people there are all there for one reason. They're greedy fucks that just want to make a lot of money that they think they're... It's like, what are you going to do with it? You live in a fucking desert. It's
and they,
terrible.
Like, look, I'm all for hookers, right? But these guys, the hookers out there are like broken soul people. And it's always like there's be some guy that will be like this.
We
like
bought
people
50
who've
of them.
traveled from there. And so he'll be like, there was one guy that was a promoter goes, I have a girl that I just let her live in one of my apartments, but one of the dealers, whenever I send a friend over, they get to fuck her. So if you want to fuck her, and you're just like, did you just say that to me after you've met me an hour ago? You're a fucking cock, man.
Yeah, it's like South Africa back during apartheid.
you know, and what I love is women in this country think they got a fucking bed. Hey, go live in fucking Japan or Latin America or fucking the Arab world. You think you got fucking problems. At least in this country.
I'm all for making women's lives here worse. Because I do feel, did you see how cocky Lilith was when she was talking about her people being raped? Like it was a crime?
The only good thing about Dubai is the water slides. How good are the water slides? In
Oh,
Dubai?
fantastic.
Hey, this place called fuck the rape. Wild Wadi.
You know what? You know what'd be
go.
great? It'd be great is they made the chicks spread their legs at the bottom of the water slide. So you were coming down, you just fucking jammed your body right into her snatch at like 90 miles an hour. You want rape? Here's a full body rape. You just slam right into her fucking snatch up to your fucking waist. How's that for rape? You fucking miserable cunt. Now go shave your mustache. What do you think was going to happen?
In Wild Waddies, you will see women in inner tubes still wearing burkas.
Burkas and inner tubes.
Burkas floating down.
Burkas and inner tubes.
And the best thing about the water slide, you don't have to walk up the steps. They have jets that
They shoot you up the water slide, and then you slide down.
One jet will hit you. You'll go like 15 feet. Another jet will catch you and shoot you another one. So you slide up the top. And it's great.
A little excessive.
Your asshole will never be cleaner.
It's
ever,
the
ever,
greatest.
It's a little fucking excessive.
Exactly,
You
but
can't
when-
fucking use the steps on the ladder?
No.
No, I want to go by jet power. You fucking retard.
No, it's
Climb up.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
No, I'm
They
sure.
could just lay there and get lobbed around all day.
I was in Atlantis. They have that thing. It's a
No,
giant
you slide down the bottom and they push you up to the top. You don't have to get off your tube all day.
That's
You
for
just
lazy
sit on your
fat
fucking
fucks.
tube.
I love it. That's fucking great.
Your burqa gets wet. It doesn't get too heavy. You know what I mean?
Well,
You just fucking.
do they have the wet burger contest at the end of the afternoon about 5 o'clock? Fucking.
I got into a fight.
By the way, this is the episode that's going to get us killed.
If you want a sex burqa from Adam and Eve's Toys,
Yeah.
sex burqa.
It's a sex burger. It's got the ass cut out and the front cut out right where the fucking sausage wallet is.
It's a Muslim woman blow up doll. They just had too many grimaces from McDonald's left over.
I love the names of those guys though. Think about Grimace. The guy's name is Grimace. He's like,
Grimace.
that's my name.
Grimace originally used to be, he was meant to be evil. He used to meant to hang out with the hamburger. And then the kids seemed to be quite fond of Grimace, so he came over to Ronald's side.
Is that true?
That's true, yeah. Grimace originally.
You know, they're trying to get rid
and
of
he asked
Ronald.
to change seats in the theater.
There's a bunch of stuck-up cunts trying to get rid of. They're trying to get. They're trying to get rid of Ronald right now.
Yeah. Well, he's not going easy, bro.
Yeah.
No, he ain't going easy.
Yeah. Well, he's got all those cancer kids in his house.
You think he has got problems with him living here? He's got a whole house full of those fucking kids.
I'll tell you what, man, you can say what you want about McDonald's. I think that Ronald McDonald's house is probably one of the best charities in the world.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, it's one of the best charities, longest lasting.
No, I think
Now, a lot of those kids got sick because they ate that food, you know. The point is.
I think the Jim Jeffries charity, where we're going to take paraplegics to get laid, is a much better charity.
Let me tell you something. That's an awesome charity.
He did it.
Really?
He took a quadriplegic to get laid.
No,
here's what I do.
No. Someone with muscular dystrophy to get laid.
You call, see if you can get.
And I might mention that he has since gone back in the last couple of weeks. So Dan, if you're listening, I hope you enjoyed yourself.
It's a new contest. See if you can get the quadriplegic card. You line up a couple hookers and see who can get them.
Speaking of the contest, I got to run in a second, but we have something going on here. Jim and Jason have challenged each other to.
No, you challenged me. I
them
never
both.
challenged you. I don't even want to do this.
Jim's going to do it though. They're both fat
You wanna
fucks.
do it?
How much you weigh, Jim?
I think I weigh in my clothes and everything, maybe 215.
Jason?
I think fully clothed, I'll be like 227.
227. Wow. We're having a contest percentage-wise in 6 weeks, see who can lose more weight.
Jesus, she's taking.
So
Taking off the watch. No, don't take off the watch. That'll help you.
You want to keep weight
Oh,
on,
yeah, I want
Jim.
to keep weight on. But
All
wait,
right.
what do I win at the end of this?
At the end of this, we got to think of something for you guys to win.
At the end of it, whoever wins gets a hand job from a girl who's been working out with a shake weight.
This is the thing.
Should make you look like an anteater.
This is the thing. Jason will weigh a little bit more than me, but I'm taller than Jason, so I'm actually thinner than he is now.
That's why we're going to do percentage-wise.
Yeah, we're going to do like
If
all right, I'll weigh myself now.
Can you get it going? I don't even know how to
all
do
right,
that.
so
thing.
Jim's going to weigh himself. We're going to see what he weighs 6 weeks from.
Today's weigh-in is brought to you by Nintendo Wii.
Why are you giving them a free ad? Don't
just
give them
saying. I
shit.
know.
They haven't
We'll see
given
if-
us any money.
We'll cut that out and then maybe we can get.
No, we're not cutting
negotiate.
anything out. We're going to have you in and
today's
have people
weigh-in
say-
has been brought to you by Adam and Eve.
AdamandEve.com.
Triple
for all
ripple
your-
vibrating butt plug. Look at
AdamandEve.com, where if you buy porns from us and jerk off to it, you'll lose a lot of weight.
jerking yourself into skinny.
All right, so Jim is weighing in. This is Jim's fitness too.
Eddie, you got a lockout on your weight on your character on the Wii?
What do you mean? What's it say?
There's a password. You couldn't get in to see what your stats were.
All right, and the official weight for Jim Jeffries is...
Oh, he went up. He's overweight by 28.17.
Your
pounds.
weight, but what's that say? His BMI is at 28.17. We need to record this all. Jim's weight is 212 and a half. And his BMI is 28.17, listed as overweight.
I'm going to be morbidly obese. Based on BMI.
All right,
I'm sure
so we have those.
I've gained in 6 months though.
How much did you gain?
I'm going to jump on his, and it's going to add me to his stats.
I've
10 pounds.
Jim's gained 10 pounds in the last 6 months. Jason, you fat cunt, get up there. Let's see what you weigh. All right.
Yeah, I haven't reached my goals.
All right.
I wanted to get heavier. That was my goal.
All right, come on, let's go.
Smaller goal, Jim.
I should shoot for a smaller goal than gaining 10 pounds.
All right, let's get your weight, then I'm out the door.
All right, here we go. Put the next guy on. Here we go. Wow.
All right.
Oh, 29.66. And
Not much more than me.
He's flirting with the obese line.
I think you'll find
224.
you're
My
too.
BMI is only like 1 fucking point more than yours.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. But they don't know how
So
tall.
I'm like under 220. I'm 223 dot whatever that is.
You're 224
Yeah, and you're at 212.
because I was holding this for you.
212, 224. So I got 12 pounds on you.
12 pounds. That's quite a lot. All right. We done? Did he wrap up?
No, he didn't wrap up. He just took off.
All right.
We got to do like 10 more minutes. All right, we're at 50. It's all right. We can fill it in.
All right. So okay, get back on the. Get back on. Jason, get back on.
Yeah.
Now Eddie's had to go off and do the Adam Carolla podcast right now. I'm very interested to see how those two will get along. There's going to be a lot of big teeth in that room.
There's a lot of dental real estate. A lot of dental real estate in that room. Yeah.
But so Eddie's over there now. We're waiting. I'm sitting at 212.
You're 212 and a half, and he's actually 223 and 3/4, rounded off to 224.
224, and I'm 212 and a half.
So what's that? What's the height difference? He's like, what do you?
I'm 6'1".
I'm 5'11".
5'11".
and some change.
And he's the
I
same
think he's
height on his
5'11".
back,
I am
apparently.
5'11". If I do like yoga, I'm almost 6 feet tall. Like
If I do
no,
yoga.
I swear to God, if I do
I do
yoga once,
yoga.
If
I
I
like
come out
gain
of
an
the
inch in
closet,
height.
if I come out of the closet like a Murphy bed and do yoga, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, I'm 7 foot if I've been jogging.
So for 6 weeks, we're gonna do in 6
Not for
weeks.
6 weeks. Fuck that. I'm not starving myself.
That's
for
a lot of
fucking
commitment.
weeks.
You might as well get in a relationship. 6 weeks, Jesus.
I'll give you a month.
No, but Eddie said 6 weeks is actually.
Yeah, but I'm having a little holiday in Chicago when I'm doing the comedy festival. I'm having 4 days off where I'm going to booze up. And
It's
I'm
your
going to
choice.
Yeah, it is my choice, but I'm just saying that. Yeah, all right. Well, what do we win?
I don't know. He just put us into this.
This
I have
is
no
Eddie.
idea what he
Look-
wants. He's just like he's
No,
manipulating
you
us.
got to win something.
Jim and Eddie need to lose
substantial.
weight.
No, you have to win something substantial. There's got to be motivation there.
Exactly.
I'm not
wants
going to
to-
just lose 12 pounds just to say I beat some fucking homeless guy.
Well, see, the thing is, me being, I gained 10 pounds in the last month, last 6 months, evidently. But I remember that when I was 10 pounds lighter, I was working out a lot to get to that level. I actually weighed myself when I thought I was at my lowest, and then when I knew it started building up, I stopped weighing myself. So I expected something like 8 pounds, but 10 was a bit more than I thought I'd get. Yeah. So 212, let's say, yeah, and the clothes were fair, 4 pounds worth of clothes.
Do you
and
want to
everything.
try to gain weight? You want to try to see you can gain the most?
That's a contest. Now that might be something you can
Do
work.
like a 4-week eating binge?
Yeah, I'm sort of on board with that.
Either we won't tell Eddie at all. We'll tell
We'll gain 10 pounds.
We'll see. We'll call it the De Niro contest. Who could put on 60 pounds for a role they're doing? And
All right.
play Jake LaMotta.
How about this? How about, because Eddie buys all of his food and stuff like that, how about we see if we can make Eddie gain weight?
Start injecting carbs into his chicken and
It's
stuff.
just like putting sugar in his beer.
No, he's putting like put protein powder in his oatmeal. You know what I mean? Haven't bulk up.
I can't handle his diet anymore, though. It does my fucking head in.
What does he eat?
He only eats grass-fed beef, and he believes that if he eats a mouthful of other beef, then he's going to die of cancer.
Well, he does what's called the paleo diet.
Yeah.
Which, pre-farming, the Paleolithic man, that just hunter-gatherer, all natural foods, nothing that's processed.
But fucking, does that include ice cream? Because I got news
No.
for you. Then I'm out.
No, it's like, I think it's also been called the caveman diet.
Yeah, you got to eat 12 pounds of nuts, berries, and fruit and shit.
Yeah, but you can't eat cheese with it. I love a bit of cheese, and that's why I'd prefer Atkins over the paleo, because at least you get cheese. I'm going to cut out carbs for a month, but I mean...
That's all you need to do.
So we're going to lose weight.
Eating potatoes, bread,
Yeah.
and...
drinking beer.
Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Like cheese and milk. You drop 12 pounds like that.
Yeah.
Vodka.
You know?
Yeah.
Vodka's good to drink, I guess.
Vodka's good to drink.
Yeah. It's like that. You ever seen that guy on the Bizarre Foods, Andrew Zimmerman? Apparently the only thing that guy won't eat is pussy. You ever seen that guy? He's a little fucking light in the loafers. That little fruitcake.
All right, Jason.
I'll eat a fucking shit. Some pussy ass.
I'm ready to cheat. How about one day a week we convene together and I make chicken burgers?
Well, have you heard about the 4-hour body?
No, but if we eat the same amount of chicken burgers on the same day, that puts us on an equal playing field, right?
Okay, then we go back. We'll do that.
Yeah.
Well, one of the most popular diets out there right now has a day where you actually do that, where you just eat all the shit you can on one day out of the week.
Oh, you know what? There's another popular diet. It's the Atkins, is the Chet Atkins diet. It's the cigarette and liquor. You don't lose any weight, but you fucking write a couple good songs about fucking heartbreak and having your heart ripped out of your ass and fed to you like a cheeseburger.
I gained 11.2 pounds in an hour on my on my Wii Fit.
Minutes.
That's not good, and they said they think a lot of it's skin.
That's the thing. It's like, you lose a lot of weight, I might have to get a tuck.
Wow.
I was 305 a year ago. I was over 300 pounds.
How'd you get down?
I started doing the paleo diet with Eddie and doing CrossFits and stuff.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
And when you gave up on that though, didn't you?
Hurt my back.
Yeah.
That shit's a full-time job. I did run those stairs in Santa Monica. Did you ever do that? Like
Oh, I do those stairs. Yeah.
They banned that.
What's
They
that?
stopped people from going over there.
It goes right through people's backyards. It's obnoxious. It became obnoxious.
There was just a line of people going up and a line of people coming down. It's ridiculous.
Like, it's believe me, it was a workout and a half. I mean, the next day you're walking like you shit yourself.
You're not allowed to do that anymore.
No, you're not. But I mean,
one day we did, you know what a walking lunge is, right?
Yeah.
We did 400 meters of walking lunges. I fell down these stairs the next day. I couldn't even walk. I just
yeah.
I liked going up and down those stairs in Santa Monica. That was like my thing that made me feel like Rocky at the end.
Yeah. If you could do that, like up and down, counting one time. If you could do that 5 times or 6 times, that was a workout.
Yeah,
man.
that was a workout.
I mean, a friend of mine did it twice, and then we gave him a wheatgrass shot, and then he puked.
My personal trainer made me do it 9 times up and back.
You have a personal trainer?
And at times.
He's part-time. Part-time.
I'm on the road a lot. You know how it is.
I know, man.
I try to get one in every now and again, and then I try to work out in the hotels, but the motivations.
Yeah, it's a shame you can't get in shape by procrastinating.
And I get down to the pool and I flop around a bit.
in your tube, it pushes you up the hill.
And then I start like thinking of things that are exercise that aren't exercise. Like I wank pretty vigorously. And I think if I do like...
Take off a couple ounces.
Yeah, and then I think if I stand up for that wank, that's got to double that workload.
Yeah, you try like a different...
But if you look, I honestly, because I am a violent wanker, it's never been a tender thing for me. That arm there, right, is fucking, in many ways, cut. Like there's...
There's a definition there.
There's something going on with that. Now this arm here... It's got nothing. It's got nothing. My left
you really
arm.
build all that muscle jerking off?
I haven't done it through exercise.
It's hilarious.
That's a proper muscle in that arm.
So
it's like that cartoon thing where it comes as a U shape and just hanging.
I remember I went to a doctor and had a physical, and he actually measured my 2 arms. And he was like, "This arm's way bigger than that arm." And it was a female. I was a female doctor, and I was like, "Yeah, I wank a lot." You know? And thinking there'd be a laugh or something, and she just creeped out.
Yeah, I know. I had to go get
you probably get that 3 times that day.
I had to do the, I had to get the test where the doctor came in and put the fingers in the urethral hole,
right.
and it was some chick, and she's just up there, and she's like, "Come on,"
Well,
you know what I mean? I was like, it's just uncomfortable when
Was there a male nurse in the room when she did
it
that?
was just a woman, but she was like, I said,
That's a double standard.
could you just take off the class ring? That's all I asked. So you went to Yale at 67. Awesome. And she's ripping out license plates and old tires. Like it was like the contents of a shark's stomach. There was like some undigested, stuff in the
Impacted fecal matter.
It's a fecal matter, bro. When you bring it up with the right department.
So apparently he's trying to coordinate our trainers too.
tell Eddie
to
to
compete
fuck
against
off.
each other. Like your trainer versus the gym owner.
If I pay for my trainer, then my trainer does what I fucking say, not what Eddie fucking tells him. I'll tell you that right now. No fucking way am I letting Eddie If control my fucking life.
Hey, Eddie.
Isn't it enough when I eat in the house, he stares at me with like, you eating that? What's wrong with you? You're disgusting.
He goes, hey, Jim, we got you a trainer. And the guy shows up, he's special needs. He's got a helmet on.
Skills for living class.
He's trying to get an edge on you.
Eddie buys his meat at the gym. Have you ever heard of a person who buys their meat at a sporting place?
I've seen a porno that was shot in the gym over here once. It was like
That's nothing like what I was saying. That's not even in the same vicinity of what I was saying.
He buys his meat at the gym?
He buys his meat at the gym because it's grass-fed. Because if you eat the corn-fed stuff, you're going to die of cancer.
I got news for you. Eat chicken, eat anything. It's all got steroids and stuff in it.
You were the one that told about that cyst story when you worked in a packing plant.
That happens with any meat.
Yeah, you said that.
That doesn't matter if it's organic or anything. Just like how we get cysts and things. When I used to work as a meat packer in Australia when I was 16, which sounds homoerotic.
Yeah.
And if they were cutting into a cow and the knife went into a cyst, and you don't know because it's inside the meat.
Right.
The smell, you'd have to evacuate the space for 15 minutes. The smell was so fucking horrific. You couldn't believe it. Now, sometimes you can have little cysts, like say in a chicken burger at KFC or something like that they have no way of telling if it's in there. It's just bad luck and it will make you fucking violently sick, but it's a 1 in a million shot. But it will happen.
Cyst in the chicken meat, you mean?
Yeah, or in any type of meat. Yeah, just inside. You can't help it.
Good. I smell it like a fast food chain. Sister filet,
Sister filet.
Chick-fil-A. Sister filet. Come down and get a...
I don't want it with the biscuit. I'm on a diet. I'll just have my cyst with some beans. I think that's enough to wrap the show up.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to the Jim and Jason show. I'd like to thank, I guess, Jesse, you got anything you want to say at all? Jim?
No, not really. Okay.
No?
Nothing going on? No shows, no websites, no Twitter? What's up?
People can go to
Facebook?
People can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. It's Jimmy Shubert.
Have you got any big shows coming up? You doing any
Actually, I'm going to
festivals?
be at Flappers in Burbank. I'm going to be at the Show Me Arts and Music Festival in Missouri. The 17th, 18th, and 19th, and I'll be at Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank on the 10th and 11th. And
I've never been booked at Flappers. What's Flappers?
Well, it's fucking right in town. You know what I mean? It's
I thought that was like you were making one up.
No. I'm at the Chuckle Hut. I'm at the box with chairs in it. And I'm also at the Improv down in Fort Lauderdale. If you want to come down and see that show, which is a great gig. The Improv down there.
I would like to plug again my gig on the 16th of June at the Chicago Comedy Festival, just for laughs. Come along and see me there. And as I said, I'll be throwing the pitch, which I'm very excited about. And Jason would like to plug his hairline.
Well, sure, sometime. But actually, since he's gone, I wouldn't mind reminding everybody that Eddie's playing at the Improv in Hollywood in June 11th.
Oh, God, someone's trying to lick up someone's
No,
fucking
dude,
ass.
it's responsible to the family. He's left.
Someone's just like, because
I'm trying to help
because
out.
Eddie's here, and I want
Is
him,
that wrong?
I want his trainer to be nice to me because...
No.
Someone's throwing some.
All right, so good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
AdamandEve.com.
Boo.
50% off. Put the word Jason in, and you'll get all types of things. Keep on rocking in the free world.
Talking.